The last section under functions is the static function summary. We've added features to functions gradually. Now we want to look at the syntax altogether. We have taken a historical approach. We have added the older, simpler kinds of functions, including the usage that you have in traditional math, not the more recent instance methods associated with object-oriented programming. And so this restriction has meant that all of our function declarations are starting with the word static. The general syntax for defining a static function is going to have the word static. It's going to have the return type or void, the function name, and then enclosed in parentheses, the formal parameter list. Again, that contains, each one of those contains a type and a parameter name. And if there is a return type, there must be a return statement. The form return is the keyword, and then some expression that could be assigned to a variable of the type that is being returned. The starting point in any program is a function with a heading that includes static void main, with main as the function name. Thus far, we've only used an empty parameter list, but later we'll talk about a generalization that's possible. We also discussed that there are various conventions for putting documentation just above the headings of function definitions. And the official format used by C# involves a /// triple slash rather than double. We are simplifying that for now. We're starting with that, but we're just putting plain text after it. And that's enough to be recognized by MonoDevelop. So all of that was for defining functions. Then a separate thing is to call an already defined functions, where again we use the function name, but nothing like public static void or anything like that that comes before in the heading of the definition. We still have parentheses after the name, but instead of the formal parameters, we have the actual parameters. And each actual parameter is effectively assigned to the local formal parameter variable when the function is executed. Functions are split in two ways. It's significant if the return type is void. The function must be used syntactically as an entire statement, with a semicolon at the end. So that means when the function call completes, you go on to the next statement. If there is a return type, that is to say it's not void, then syntactically the function acts as an expression whose value is the returned value from the function. It's also legal to use a function with a return value as a whole statement. At this point in the usages that we've had so far, it's likely to be a mistake. Very important to remember about scope, that a variable declared inside a function definition is called a local variable, and it has local scope. It's only accessible inside that one call, the current call to that function. The formal parameters are among the local parameters, or there also could be separate declarations inside the function. If you have values in local variables, there are ways to get them to other functions in the program. One is, of course, with a return statement, takes it back to the caller, but also the current function can call another function and pass an actual parameter that's based on the current local variables. It's also possible to declare a variable inside a class but outside any function definition. At present, we consider the case where it is prefaced by the word static, and that variable is accessible to all the functions in the class. The only way we are suggesting using such a variable at the moment is to make it be a constant.